here I have 3 pineapples, and I'll show you by stages. This was the very first pineapple I planted, and as you can see, although it might have some browning on the tip, the very tip of each leaves. Ooh, this one is actually loose. Oops. Okay, so that was the only one that must have been pulled in the process of moving it here, but everything is very firm. This was the very first one that I planted, and as you can see, there are new growth of leaves going on in there, and it's quite sturdy, nice and firm. And this was the second one I planted, and it really don't look much. If you look at it, you'll be disappointed and said to yourself, oh, might as well throw this one. But if you could feel it, it is very, very firmly attached to the soil. And the only thing I could say is that it's rooted in there. So we're gonna give that a chance. As you can see, it's very green all the way in, and inside, oops, it's really very strong, and as you can see, the inner part is green. And this is the third one, which is the last one I planted, and as you can see, by far this is the best looking one. Okay, and if you take a good look at that, you could see, and in there, nice and green. Now what I did, I guess the reason why this one turned out very, very nice is that right after I cut that off the pineapple, I rinsed it very well. The very base of that right down there is the base of this pineapple. I rinsed it very well. Then I just put it on top of this with the potting soil. Actually, the soil that I use in here is the cocoa coir that I have, and these two will actually have regular soil. And this here, I used the cocoa coir, and it happened that day that it was raining. So right after I put in this cocoa coir in this pot, as you can see, it's looking very nice and green. It was raining that day, so I decided to put it right outside the porch. So it got rained on for 24 hours, and when the sun or the weather cleared and the sun came up, I decided to put it back inside the porch so that the extreme heat of the sun would not scorch it or put it into shock of a sudden heat. I could only say that because of that process that it went through, that's the reason why this pineapple here seems to be doing much better than those two there. So I'll be giving an update of how they're doing, whether they're gonna continue to make it or we'll just find out.